paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. And the Aggies have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defense. Because you know, once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. To the air, it's McCown. Under fire. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. And the Roadrunners line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So Texas A&M's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Leaves it with the running back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way. Breaks into the open. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
They'll keep it on the ground to the right. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Aggies can really attack on this second and short. Working that left side now. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. They'll line up for a second down play. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to throw, it's Reed. Makes the catch, it's Concepcion. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to try to get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On 3rd down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just...
And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies! They're on the board first here in the season opener. When this place gets loud, it starts to sway. They've renovated, reinforced, and still the rafters are shaking.
Yeah, and they still come out, and they still got the 12th man tradition. So many traditions at this school, and that's why they support and they love their team, and people want to come play here.
Set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. On the ground, it's Henry. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The 12th man, Warren, standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. For a man, it's McCown. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Roadrunners will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the 4th quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the 4th quarter.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Finds the tight end. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Lost one deep down the right side. Touchdown, Aggies! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. USC is currently ahead early in this one inside the Coliseum. And unlike the days of Reggie Bush and Matt Leinart, they just haven't been able to pull away.
UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. On the move, it's Henry. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Dropping back, it's McCown. Quickly out to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. And the Roadrunners will punt it away on 4th down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. They'll leave it with him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
To the air on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Concepcion. Turning it on. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Takes the handoff and he's going right. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Using his legs, it's Owens. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy. Run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the 4th quarter.
Looking to throw, it's Reed. Makes the grab. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Finds his big tight end. And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. The Roadrunners racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry-up, defense has to be ready.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He'll throw it. Makes the grab. It's Allen. Oh, he's got some space. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Finds his man. It's Thomas. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. And the Roadrunners have it with a 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, chipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working. They're just losing the one-on-one battles.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. Never a doubt. Right down the middle.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Give to the running back. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking for a gap. It's Owens. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to the R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team, and you want to be imposing your will. This guy right here toting the rock has the ability to wear and grind on defenses. He brings that physical presence to this offense.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have pushing passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. To throw, it's Reed. He's going to take off. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This is the new wave of offensive thinking, going for it 4th and long from their own 47. Pocket breaking down. Floating away. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
It's a turnover on downs.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Thomas. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. catch in the middle. It's Henry. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Second down coming up. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Makes the grab. It's Henry. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Roadrunners really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. Absolutely perfect. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job.
He's got it out. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in College Station.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They're looking for an advantage to the right. On the move to the 30. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense.
There he goes. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to...
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Here's a heat. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Concepcion. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage, you're trying to defend a slant route, you've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary. You just cannot let the receiver beat you to the inside.
Looking downfield, it's Reed. Finds his tight end. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. A&M comes back out with another first down. The hand to the running back. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Quick completion on the out route. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. A manageable distance on third down as they try to convert from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that third down, and now the offense is in an interesting situation.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Making side adjustments here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Send the tight end in motion. They'll run play action. Fires to the big fella. They'll mark him down right there. Good pickup, but still a little bit short of the first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. To the air, it's McCown. Fires to the big fella. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46. And the Roadrunners are marching down the field. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Snagged in the middle, it's Wilson. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. Breaks into the open. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. I don't know that there's anything more demoralizing to an offense than the fumble. I know the defense makes plays, but sometimes they just seem so unnecessary or sloppy.
I think the offensive coordinator now has some decisions to have to make. Oftentimes, Reese, we see running backs fumble, they get benched. Well, this offense, they're not going to bench this guy because of his talent. But how many more times do you trust him to carry the football on design quarterback runs after that fumble?
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Here comes the heat. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter, and they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. They go back to work for the 1st down in the final period of this one. To the air, it's McCown. They get to him as he throws. Makes the grab. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Roadrunners. And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. He hung in there as long as he could, and it paid off.
What toughness. The QB just hanging there, knowing you're...
And the defense gets to him and snuffs out the 2, and they will draw no closer here. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just...
Turning it on! Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Got a man. It's Wilson. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Here he goes breaking the pocket. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Dropping back, it's Reed. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the 4th quarter. You got to lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on 1st down. Better job on 2nd down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't...
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie. And the route is on.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Clemson is down right now, but I'm not convinced this team doesn't have a C.J. Spiller-like big play in them. Any change in momentum, and this is a brand new game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to LSU. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Roadrunners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to sneak it.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. This offense has it with really good field position. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Catch in the middle, it's Moss. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
No more room to run as this defense rises up on 3rd down, and now it's 4th down from the 22. Offense in an empty set. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Looking downfield on 1st down. The quick out. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. On the run, it's Henry. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Corners are walked up tight. Back to pass on 2nd down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Makes the grab inside the 30. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, UTSA!
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. They'll try to get it in with the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now it's 2nd and goal. They want to run this quarterback. Touchdown, Aggie! And the stomping has commenced.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's McCown. Right on the money. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. And the Roadrunners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. The Roadrunners send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. The give to the tailback. There he goes. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. One more play to pad the stats. Takes the handoff. It's Owens. Shakes off the defender. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here.